What's up? This is Beni here on Release with DJ Reelax.
The number you have reached has been disconnected. The new number is...
The phone booth.
Here we go, in the phone booth tonight. It's a great pleasure to welcome for the first time dance music's own boy in a bubble. We've got him here now. Beni, how are you, mate?
I'm good, buddy. How are you going?
Yeah, good. Thanks for joining us here. It's exciting times for you. You've got the new album, the debut album, House of Beni, out and about, and a massive tour going on at the same time. How's the album going for you?
Man, it's going really well. I think it's been received really well, and so I'm just glad that it's out finally.
Yes, it's been a long time in the making, I guess. I mean, as we said, it's your debut album, but I mean, over the last 5 or more years, you've been certainly tinkering away to quite some success. For those that don't know, part of the conquering Bang Gang DJs, then Riot in Belgium, and now, of course, successfully on your own. So has this been something that's been in your mind for quite some time and finally seen the light of day? Tell us about the conception.
I think it's just more of a natural transition. It's the way I've been, I started up DJing and producing, and then producing with other people, and now eventually working on my own, still collaborating with people, but I guess more of a solo project as opposed to, a group thing. But I think it was never really a plan, but I think it's something that I always wanted to do. It took me time to realise that.
Yeah, sure. We are talking to Beni in the phone booth on Release tonight. As we said, new debut album, House of Beni, out now with a stack of singles. The latest single, of course, Someone Just Like You, and you speak of collaborations, and that's got Matty Sofa from X-Rapture. You've got a stack of other collaborations going on there. Nomi from Hercules and The Love Affair, Sam Sparrow as well. Are these also collaborations that sort of just have transpired with your global progression, or have they been people, again, you've sort of maybe spotted in some sort of form earlier on and gone, I'd love to be working with them at some stage?
It's a bit of both. I mean, I met them all whilst I was touring and travelling, but ultimately they are people that I did want to work with, so I guess it's a bit of both. I mean, I work with them because I admire them and I love their work, but it was also a pretty natural transition to get to know them and work with them. It was, meeting them whilst on tour or touring with them, and then just kind of like a natural thing going in the studio and making it happen, and it was all good. It was fun, actually.
I guess that's the best way for it to happen, right? Make most natural, easiest ways when the best stuff starts coming out.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we all do this for fun, It's just a job for all of us, but it's meant to be fun, so, and that's the funnest way to do it, so I guess, it is the best way.
There's definitely a sense of fun with the new album. Is there any sort of concept behind that, or was it just, what was the taking?
I don't know, ultimately it's the music that I wanted to make. It's the first album I've done, and then I guess after doing a whole bunch of singles, you have to approach it completely differently. And, I had the idea of a very loosely based soundtrack. It's something that kind of flowed nicely, you could listen to everywhere, in a car, in a club, or at home. So, yeah, I don't know, there wasn't like a precise theme, but I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Well, it's been a good result. As you said, it's been received quite well.
Mate.
No, absolutely. Now, you are also playing the Stereosonics Festival. You've got a couple of dates. I mean, you're about to head to Japan, I understand, and then as part of this tour for the album, and then you got a couple of dates with the festival here in Australia. How's your take on the festival? I mean, I know you've been playing sort of, I guess, perhaps more intimate clubs globally, etc. What's your vibe on the festival?
Man, it should be fun. I'm excited. It's a good lineup. It's a very broad lineup. There's a few things that are kind of funny, a few things that are great.
Any standouts for you that you're pretty keen to check out? A must-see wow factor?
I do want to see LMFAO.
Yep.
I don't know how long I'll last. But, there are a lot of things I want to see. I really want to see Zombie Nation. I want to see Two Bears. I want to see Annie Mac. And then, there's a whole bunch of, there's a Mind Van Buren and there's a Avicii, which I'm kind of curious to see. It'll be fun, I think. It'll be really good. And I think it's selling really well, so it should be busy and, it'll be summer, it'll be nice.
And do you reckon, was music always something for you that you're always destined to be doing in your mind? Or what would you be doing if you didn't think you were DJing or producing music?
Well, I used to study graphic design. I did that for a while, graphic design and illustration, so I guess I'd probably be doing that.
Yeah, right. I can see the creative correlation, of course. We have been talking to Beni in the phone booth right here on Release. We thank you very much, mates.
My pleasure.
Exciting times for you with the album, as I said, debut album, House of Beni, and the tour going on. So make sure you find a time to check out the man and the music. But before we go, we always like to ask, is there something you can play on the show for us? You got anything in mind?
Yeah, Headlines by Drake.
All right, here it is, as picked by Beni.
more, head to djrelax.com.